Hey, what is going on guys? It is Rogoli here, and in today's GTA video we're going from broke to millionaire in GTA Online in 2020. This video is specifically aimed at new players but is relevant to everyone. So you've bought GTA in 2020, you're a new player, you're starting up GTA for the first time, you're going to need $50,000 to become a VIP. To do this you're going to need to do contact missions which open at level 1 and just keep doing that until you get to $50,000. From here you're going to want to become a VIP, and once you are a VIP you are going to want to start up Headhunter and Sightseer as the VIP works, and just keep doing them in alternations, and they earn you about $20,000 to $25,000 every single try, and without a Mark II oppressor and all that kind of stuff it'll probably take you 5 to 10 minutes, maybe, doing it in a car. You'll only get to be a VIP for 4 hours in real time, and then you'll have a cooldown of 12 hours. So make sure you do fully maximize your time being a VIP to get the maximum income possible. You're going to need at least 200,000 to move on to the next step, and also be level 12. Before or after the VIP works, you can visit the casino, buy the membership for $500, and you will be able to spin the lucky wheel, and this basically lets you have a chance of winning a free car on the podium, or winning money or RP or clothes. For a new player I would recommend getting the vehicle, but this week it's the Shotaro, and it's not exactly great for this method, but it's still a really good race bike. So if you want to know how to win the vehicle every single try, click the link in the top right. But for new players this week specifically, I'll probably more go for the money. It is important not to spend money on vehicles, as this does slow down the whole process, as it is money you need to be investing in businesses later on. So buying vehicles just slows everything down, and ultimately is not the ideal thing to do at an early on stage in the game. Just use free vehicles, like you can get the LAG for free, or you can get podium vehicles. So I would just use one of them rather than spending a couple $100,000 on a nice car, which in the long term isn't actually going to help you. Okay, now you have your 200,000 from the VIP work. What you want to do is you want to go on to your phone, go down to Dynasty 8 real estate, and you're going to look up high-end apartments and get the cheapest one for $200,000. This comes with a 10-car garage, which will be useful for you later on, but more importantly it lets you start up the first set of heists. This is really important as it is going to make you a few $1,000,000 by the end of the process. Yes, you're going to need some friends for it, but you could probably find some friends while playing the game in general, which will help you out. But it's well worth the time, as for a new player a couple million is extremely helpful. You're going to have to do the heists on hard and do them all in order to make sure you get the maximum bonuses and income in general. And then what you're going to do with this money, refrain from spending it on cars, because I mean it's $2 million or something. It's a lot of money, but it's not at the same time. You're going to have to buy a facility and do the Doomsday heist with that money. So just go on to the force closures on your phone and pick a cheap facility, as it doesn't really matter the location too much for facilities. And then you want to do the heist on there, the Doomsday Axe. There are 3 of them, and again you'll earn a couple $1,000,000 from doing it, all the bonuses and just incomes in general. You can do this with 2 to 4 players, but you can do most of the setups by yourself, so it's not as hard to actually complete it in terms of needing other players. So I would recommend doing this. They are a lot harder than the first set of heists, but the reward is a lot greater and you don't need as much to do it. Okay, so now you have done the Doomsday heists, all your bonuses and your discounts for completing it. But again, you're not going to spend your money on vehicles and whatnot. Instead, you are going to buy the arcade. You can get a free arcade, Pixel Pete's in Paleto Bay, which is alright for now if you have a Twitch Prime membership and have it connected to your Rockstar account. This will save you $1 million right now, but in the future, if you do like this money method, you're going to have to change the location to absolute maximize the earnings from it, as it is really far away from the casino and just makes everything a lot harder. So you're going to do the casino heist, you're going to go in there and you can start doing the setups. You can do these setups completely by yourself. You're only going to need one person extra, and that's just to do the actual heist. You can do it up to 4 players, but you can do it with as little as 2, and you only need the second person to actually do the heist, and that is it. Make sure to do all 3 approaches possible, as this allows you to call Lester to cancel the heist, and then you can do the glitch to always get the most valuable vault contents, and there will be a video on this coming shortly, so keep an eye out for that. But now, once you've done all this sort of stuff and you have a couple of million to your name, you're going to need businesses. The first set of businesses I would buy would be the MC Clubhouse, related ones, so you'd buy MC Clubhouse, and I would buy the one at Lakeside, and then I would also go and buy the Cash Forgery. But if you do not want to have to pay for these with in-game money, you can also pay like £7 or something, and you'll be able to buy the Criminal Enterprise starter pack, which basically gives you access to the cheapest CEO office, that clubhouse I told you to get, and also the Cash Factory, which is there, which you should also get. It gives you a bunker, which I wouldn't recommend for long term. Well, I wouldn't recommend it at all, to be honest, but it's free if you want to buy it. It also comes with some more free vehicles like the Turismo R, which is probably the best out of the lot for the free vehicles which are included. You can also get 2 weapons which would be of use to you at this point, and also it would give you some more apartments and garages which aren't too useful for you right now, but they're just extra places to have, I suppose. It also gives you an extra 1 million bonus cash, which would also be kind of nice to have, but that's only if you invest it well. You can't just go and buy another car with that, as it would be a waste. But anyway, yeah, the Cash Factory, you're going to need to fully max it out, so buy staff and equipment upgrades, and buy supplies, as that is just the easiest way to make money, because if you keep manually collecting supplies, it doesn't fill the bar completely, and you just spend your whole time doing that. It's much better if you resupply it, and whilst it is making the goods, go and do other things, so you can go back and do the casino heist and keep doing that. And every hour or so, just go and check the supplies level, just so you are safe, and just resupply if you need to. That way it is a lot easier and you can make more money faster. You can only sell these businesses in public lobbies, and you get a 1% bonus for every person in that lobby who's not in your MC. So you can get up to like 29% bonus. I would recommend that, as it literally gives you so much more money. And if you are getting griefed and whatnot, and your supplies are getting destroyed, just find a new session. Next, you're going to want to buy cocaine in the same area. Do the same thing, buy staff and equipment upgrades, don't buy security, it's a waste of time. And then after that you buy weed, and then finally you buy meth, as that is the most expensive business to upgrade. Don't bother with document forgery, it's a complete waste of time, you earn basically nothing for it. Look, like the supply costs are still the exact same, so it is not worth your time. Next I'll buy an office, which you can get for free in that Criminal Enterprise starter pack if you want, but again I would just buy the cheapest one, that's all you need. It costs $1 million. This lets you be a VIP all the time, so you don't have any cooldown. You can completely grind out the headhunter and sightseer method, which is a good income. And when you get later on into your game and have like the Mark II oppressor and stuff, you can do it in as fast as 2 to 3 minutes, which is a really good way of making money. At this point you can buy the vehicle and crate cargo businesses, which basically is really good if you're a solo player, and I specifically would recommend the vehicle one as it is easier to do solo and also requires less effort in my opinion, and also pays really well. There is no bonus in this though, and you also have to keep in mind that damage on the vehicle directly impacts your profits. Then I'll buy a bunker. I'd buy the one close to the city as possible, as the further away the ones you get, the harder it is to sell, especially by yourself. And then again, do the staff and equipment upgrades, and with this, once again, you do get the 1% bonus per player in public lobbies. The next thing I'll buy is the nightclub. This is completely passive, that just needs to be sold at the end. And this is so far in the list as you do need other businesses to be able for this to work. And also inside it you do get the nightclub itself, which can earn you up to 10,000 per in-game day, just for keeping the popularity high, which doesn't take too long at all, but personally I don't do this. In this you only really need to buy the equipment upgrade, as that's the only stuff that affects the speed of stock being produced. Next I'll buy the hangar in Fort Zancudo, as this just gives you access to the base in general, so it just makes life a lot easier when selling things that will go over the top of Fort Zancudo. Now you have everything in the game you need. I would then recommend probably buying the Casino Penthouse and completing the AB missions, as at the end you'll be rewarded with 700,000, and also get a car which you can't buy, which has semi-bulletproof windows, has built-in machine guns, and also you can withstand a single rocket from an RPG. But now you can go buy your cars you want to get, and you will successfully be rich in GTA Online. But that is it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. For more content just like this, it's been Rogue Ollie, and I'll see you next time.